Okay, hi, I'm a Shrimpchu. We are building a very, very autumn-themed build. Because, you know what, I don't care if it's November. This build that I actually built in October. November's still autumn, okay? I don't care about all the Christmas decorations that are up. What I still consider far too early, but that is a rant for another time. And yes, okay, I accidentally left my camera border on an OBS while I was recording my speed build, and then I got to the actual editing and went, oh. And that is why you have a little picture of my sim self in a camera border, because I'm also I don't feel like being perceived, sorry. My sim self will do. I'm kind of obsessed with their hair, but that is a whole other tangent. Autumn build. Although, forgive me, one more tangent. Like, do you prefer sim videos with face cam or no face cam? Because I realized in my head I'm very like, speed builds, no face cam, but then every YouTuber, well no, I feel like smaller YouTubers lean towards no face cam, bigger YouTubers always face cam, or almost always face cam. Anyway, autumn build. So, between it being, October when I built this and Home Chef Hustle coming out, I was like, what if a household who's just growing their little pumpkins and cooking all the pumpkin-y recipes and then selling them to their neighbors in a beautiful, beautiful... Is it a pumpkin pyramid scheme? I do not know. And then that became... I'm playing rotationally. Well, I say rotationally. Save file rotationally. I have one save that is a family spellcaster mom, werewolf and vampire kids. I was like, I'm gonna make one little family and they're gonna have all the occults and I'm gonna make them do everything because I don't stick with Sims long enough. But I was like, I'm gonna make them like my favorite Sims and they're just gonna do everything. And they got this house and that kind of tailored it a bit as far as... Well, you'll see the bedrooms. But for now, nice outdoor. Like I said, we are autumn themed. We're not Halloween themed, but we are autumn themed, which is perfectly valid in November. I say, fully aware I have another very autumn video planned. But quite frankly, that's like a leftover from last year because I had technical difficulties. So we'll just, you know what, whenever it goes out is fine, it is valid. But you got your pumpkin patch. You got a few little setups for animals. Mostly you end up with, there's a nice little chicken run, shall we say. No movie puns intended. Because the movie certainly intended that pun. And that little one by the front door, I'm like, that's going to be the mini goats and sheep. You have a little, obviously the little food stall. And then I even put in some picnic benches for the poor suckers that are going to come and buy your delicious, delicious baked pumpkin-y goods. Or other vaguely autumn-approved foodstuffs. You know, the pumpkins might be the star of the show, but we will accept reasonable other additions. The kitchen, this house, I feel like it's like a little old cottage that they've like bought and like kept some of its charm, upgraded some of it, and I feel like this is the original kitchen, probably not this big. Or maybe it was, but maybe it used to be a separate room, and now it's all open plan. But either way, Home Chef Hustle. This is a house that they cook in. Just invite all your Sims friends over, have them all cook together, and wait for 5 years while they all take together. Or is that just me? But yeah, it's very cozy cottage autumn vibes, complete with basket of blankets. And even upstairs, that does continue. It's very pumpkins and autumn. Pumpkins and autumn. I hope you like orange and green, because if you don't, you're probably not even here anymore. You're probably gone living your best other color scheme life. My headphones nearly fell off my head. It's fine. I feel like I've knocked something over, but I don't know. Oh, never mind. I'm hearing sounds and I was like, I knocked something over, but I realized it's apartment life. Other people. Anyway, pumpkins. Sorry, you know what, I am scatterbrained, and it's one of those, when you sleep just enough to be functional, but also just not enough to be just a little bit floating through the void of unfocusedness. Yeah. Plants. I had so much more to say about this build, I swear I did. But really, the summary really is cozy autumn vibes. Nice little cozy fireplace. Nice little sitting area around that. There's, I did give them a TV, but I feel like it's the little, like, they maybe curl up with a book, maybe watch some TV after, like, a long day of tending to the pumpkins and selling the pumpkin recipes. And, okay, yes, you gotta have a rocking chair. Like I said, they might be cooking pumpkins 24/7, but they're fine. It's fine. I forgot I added those mushrooms. It adds a nice little magical vibe, but also, for one, mushrooms kind of autumny, but then the colorful ones, nice little magical vibe, goes well with the spellcaster sim. Still making me wish that we had fairies added in already, but hey, maybe one day. I live in hope and optimism. I'm excited. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm excited for you to see the downstairs bathroom because I feel like it's just very cozy. It's not even like super extra. Like, I'm sure there could be cozier bathrooms, but I'm happy with it, okay? Very happy with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this as it does, like, the Sims that live there grow up, though, because, well, the kids are infants right now. Fun fact if you don't already know this, but your sim can work at the, food stall with an infant in the back carrier, which I get is like a, logical thing with a infant back carrier thing, but I didn't know how much multitasking that thing the Sims was gonna do, and I was impressed. Very impressed, if you will. Don't know what happened with that table there, but okay. Okay. So pumpkins and leaves. I feel like the little dining area is, like, in my head, like I said, they've, like, remodeled this house a bit. In my head, like, the kitchen was probably maybe 2/3 of the size, and the dining area, like, extended into that space more. But hey, who needs all that dining space when you're gonna be too busy serving other Sims food? Sorry, do you ever just, like, look at your build going, oh yeah, I did build this? Both in a, memory way, but also in a just, you know what, it's a nice house, I'm happy for my Sims. This bathroom. Mixture of vaguely antique-y looking older items with some spellcaster stuff, with some generalness, but it's the lighting. It's when we get the lighting, and it just, look how cozy that is. I'm not even a bath person, and I want to climb in there and light some kind of autumn-scented candle and take a nice relaxing bath. But that might also be the side effect after having, looked at a build that's all autumn leaves and pumpkins everywhere. just permanently make them live in a nice fall theme. Fall theme? No, like the season. Make the season permanently fall. That's... words are hard, my friends. So, we have a spare room. We have a main bedroom. And we have the kids' bedroom, which as they grow might become who needs a spare bedroom. But it's very handy for the nice sim lady who automatically comes over whenever you, who asks if you would like her help whenever you have infants. And as a single sim with 2 infants, yes I do. Spellcaster mom, spellcastery bedroom, but still in that green theme. The spare bedroom is just, orange green. It's chill, it's nice enough. It's for a stay overcast, it's a spare room, it doesn't need to be that special. And the kids' room, I mean, it works for the space. Gotta fit 2 cribs, changing table, nice little chair for, reading them some bedtime stories, probably about autumn leaves and acorns. Maybe maybe I never said an inanimate acorn, but maybe more like an animate, a sentient acorn. Go on an adventure. Maybe that's a book that there should be in The Sims. Maybe that's a book I'll make them write. I don't think any of them are writers yet, but considering I want to make them do everything, yeah. It's like, it's kind of like I went in with cozy autumn cottage pumpkin vibes. And then I became, but what if my spellcaster sim and her werewolf and vampire children moved in? And then I went, well, like, I'm gonna have to use some of the spellcaster stuff and a little bit of the werewolf stuff. And I mean, cut to like 3 sim years later. I say 3 sim years later, but you know, fast forward, and it's just, you know, the very werewolf room, the very vampire room, and the main, like, spellcaster bedroom, just still the same. I'd believe it. Have I not fenced in those chickens yet? That's terrible. I say terrible. I don't normally fence in my chickens, but this time I did. But I want autumn decorations, okay? This is a... This is both not a super seasonal build in terms of, you know, being tied to a holiday or anything. Oh, I forgot I added the little chicken, sheep, and goats decorations. I'm just happy with this build, okay? Very happy. It slaps autumn in your face. But yeah, not seasonal holiday tied, but oh boy is it seasonal time of year tied. Perhaps it's also because autumn doesn't feel like it lasts long enough anymore, and I know that's a sad combination between global warming and perception of time as you age, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just gonna go play with my Sims in this household, being like, look at all the pretty autumn. I'm gonna come back to this in like mid-December and just be like, look at all the pretty autumn. I'd say I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that just thinks that, you know, Christmas shouldn't take over all the months before it. But I'm also not sorry, so... takes all sorts and all that, you know? The bunny friend. I, like, remember everything so happily in this, but also I spent like the last few days working on a completely different Sims build, so I have that in my head. Oh boy, do I have that in my head. This is like a fun rediscovery of like an old favorite, even though it's not that old, it's only been a couple of weeks. But I like it. It fulfills a cozy little, I don't know, inner shrimp sim grandma who isn't really a grandma and isn't actually, you know, remotely anything comparable to a grandma, but here we are. Because cozy cottages and grandma just don't go together. You know, it's probably because it takes time to gather up all that cozy stuff. That's what it is. I have a pond. I was like, my chickens, I say, my chickens need to have a nice water feature to look at while they stare out across the pumpkin patch. And with such a beautiful water decoration featuring a chicken, how could I not? How could I not? Yeah, I did get carried away a bit. in terms of, like, with this build. It was like, oh yeah, a little bit of autumn, a few pumpkins, maybe a couple of leaf-themed decorations, cozy. And then it became, and chickens, and mini sheep and goats. But you know what, that's okay, because that's kind of... That is the Sims simulating life, because life evolves, life grows. Don't listen to me and just enjoy the cozy build in front of your eyes, okay? I'm just... if I didn't fear copyright, just enter poor unfortunate souls here, but I would like to not get my absolute butt kicked by Disney. Autumn cozy vibes. You're gonna hear that again after this video and still want to throw something at me. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. Just look at that freezer bunny. He wants you to come to that food stall and buy food. Or maybe befriend the owner so you can go into their nice cozy house and enjoy your snack in front of their nice little fireplace on their comfy sofa. Yeah. That's exactly how it's gonna go. Thank you for watching, and thank you for getting this far in the journey of my rambling. If you enjoyed this, feel free to check out my channel. I have other sim content. And until the next build, which will actually be quite soon, well, don't accidentally leave your webcam on. Or webcam borders. Goodbye!